My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Blueprints. I don't actually fully remember whether or not I utilized the Blessing of the Monk at the end of the last run, and if I did, what did I do it for? So, I think I might immediately go outside. Well, not immediately, I guess. The second thing I might do is go outside. Just to check if I intentionally spawned something. Well, but if I check if I intentionally spawned something there, I won't have the ability to reroll, which might be what I was trying to set myself up for. Damn. Damn. I'm gonna pause. Okay, good. Yeah, I did put something out there. I specifically put the treasure trove out there just to see whether or not the clue in the treasure trove that said the true treasure of the trove is not in the house or in the building, whether or not spawning it outside gives it the true treasure. So here's the treasure trove. Hop! 100%. I mean, I'm gonna need a key. Hell yeah. Obviously this is the symbol of Arinda Ares atop it. Yep, I'll be back as soon as I can with a key. Hell yeah. I honestly did not fully expect that to do anything. I kind of suspected that I was going to get a bunch of additional clues from the vault? Treasure trove. And that eventually they would point me to dig out here somewhere, right? Eventually there would be a green memo that I know to be true because of a previous memo that told me the green memos in cases like this are true, and then that memo says something like, go outside and dig under this tree or something. You know, that's kind of how I felt it was going to go. I'm taking hallway. I'm actually just going to get that key, and then I'm going to go and open the other thing, because I don't even know what's inside. It might demand action of me. Ooh, I do like pull hall. But storeroom, I mean, all of these are basically the same, actually. Just because pull hall only leads to an area that's already open, same with the funeral parlor. So it doesn't really add abilities for me to draft. I hope it's not a special key that it needs. It's this and a special key. Oof. I could see myself frustrated by that, perhaps. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, you absolute... Open! Oh, no. So what? I can get it to spawn? What could I possibly need to open it that I can't? Turns out the oft-rumored treasure of Mount Holy was more than just a rumor. How would I open it? I can't spin that back there. There's no candle to light or anything like that. I can only imagine maybe smashing it? Maybe a lockpicking kit? Oof. No. No. Don't give it to me and then take it away. I can end the day in there again, spawning it outside again if I need to. The only problem is I have no possible way to understand how to get the key for it. Damn it. Well, that's how it is at the moment. Oh, armory. Yes, please. Good position for the armory, as well as I would like to get The Night Shield. I would have preferred the axe, but I will take the self-igniting torch. I wonder if maybe the Curse of Blackbridge has any possible suggestion. Because the Curse of Blackbridge concerns opening a chest at a point, and I wonder if maybe this is similar to that, and maybe I can learn something from that book about it. So just very quickly, I'm going to scan through a little bit of this. Yeah, just was picking stuff. Where are you? There's a lockbox in the carriage. Man started to comply. Lowering himself down from the driver's seat of the carriage. Once down, Jesper guided him away from the carriage to a nearby tree where he instructed him to put his knees, to get on his knees and put his hands behind his back. There is no lockbox, there will be no clemency. Okay. A large wooden lockbox. Despite its hefty appearance, the box was surprisingly easy to handle. Within a few minutes, Jesper dislodged it from its hold and carried it out into the sunlight. Inspecting the box carefully, 2 observations were made. Totemic symbols found carved on all 4 sides of the box hinted that the box was very old and likely not created by Arendian hands. It reminded him of artifacts of the old world and presumably was crafted in one of the ancient realms. Okay, no, this is, it now shows me a picture of the lockbox. This is the cursed coffer that we've seen in the shrine. That said, this specifically says that it's opened with a shattered lock via a stone. So I may still test that. So it's good to have the Morning Star for that reason. Library, dining room. I mean, dining room points out a new direction. I'll take it. I would enjoy a lunch. Commissary. I mean, all of these paths terminate, but Commissary gives me a bunch of additional items. Shovel, magnifying glass, set of gems. Yeah, I'll happily just buy out all of the gems here as well. Very good business. Courtyard in a perfect position. Keeping a lot of rows open for us. And containing a metal detector. So now we have sledgehammer, metal detector, and a shovel, all. Really like getting all 3 of those. Spare bedroom cuts across. I'll happily do that. And I'll even continue across. Ooh, car keys. Well, thank you kindly. Foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Yep, I'll take that. Pushes in the correct direction for us, and also hallway doors always unlocked makes it much... Oh. Is there an... Oh, yeah. It's just a single coin in the corner. The hallway doors always being unlocked makes it much easier for me to spawn and utilize the pool hall effectively. I don't have that much food. Or rather, I haven't had that much food yet, so I'm not very rich on steps. That said, if the Morning Star is capable, or the self-igniting torch is possibly capable of opening this chest, I really want to do that sooner rather than later, because I imagine there will probably be a clue in there. Actually, let's think about this for a second. Of the 8 Sanctum keys we know, the first key found here on the furthest rank. Second locked up tight in the vault of a bank. The third high up among all the clocks. The fourth down below beneath all the docks. The fifth key held by a king on his throne. The sixth in a station left by one of your own. The seventh is major if you drafted quite late. And the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. So I don't think any of those refer to the treasure trove, so I don't think it's going to be a sanctum. Let me break you! Let me open it! I know it's here! But I don't know what it does. I need to know what it does. Do I need to get a power hammer? I can't imagine why that would open it. It definitely seems like it should be a key, but the key is also just the Arindian symbol. Like, I almost feel like it's probably just interact with the box in the appropriate way. There is no key. Damn it. Damn it. I'm not gonna stop thinking about that until it's open. What could open it? Maybe, oh god. Maybe I have to spawn the showroom and then get the master key from the showroom, because that says it opens, but it says it opens all doors in the estate. It doesn't say it opens all locks, right? Like, completely. I'm so torn up. Just reward me for the thing. I don't know where to find your key. Ah, conservatory. Absolutely. Love adjusting the rarity of our floor plans. Yeah, this one could terminate. So I could put Nook there. I could also not do that. Yeah, library. I can draft rarer things outside of that. Okay. Her Ladyship's Chamber, rare, absolutely not. Because the thing is, Her Ladyship's Chamber can only be spawned by drafting to the south of a room on the westmost side of the house. So even if it's commonplace, I'm still not going to spawn it commonly, right? Because it's so conditional. Observatory, I want to make that as common as possible. Having Observatory active is really important. Corridor's always left unlocked. I think I can make that standard, to be entirely honest with you. It doesn't really offer us a benefit. I will intentionally draft from the library instead here. Still wasting a lot of footsteps. Also a new clue. Is there anything that I need to... Wait, it's December 18th, 93 with this checkout. Oh, 7 days till Christmas. You found a new clue. You know what to do. Dead cases, corner cases. There's nothing written in the lavatory at all, so I don't think that's relevant. Oh, Bowley. What did I call him? Barry Lee or something? Sandra Dillon, Frond Mayford, Richard Scott, Rose Barley, Charles Roscoe, and Christoph Clark. I think Christoph Clark will be the last name of the driver. Looked high and low in every room, searched in every corner in each of the tombs. In every particular case, he checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. So I haven't... Mary and right/right haven't really become relevant, nor has the idea that you can make an anagram out of draft the sixes into both shifted extras and the fixed star. So like another book, but also there is another phrase in there as well. So I wonder if the Red Prince could be also dissembled and rearranged into a completely different thing. Assume title page counts on the case. Yes. Major is first name. Major key, seen all the signs. Yeah, no, I think, again, this one's been fairly explored. I don't know really how to utilize the suspect is A.key at the moment. But I would love A.key at the moment. One for the chest outside, please. Ooh. So, closed exhibit I would not be able to utilize. I think I take attic here. 8 items this early, hell yes. Closed exhibit I don't want to take because I want to be able to access closed exhibit from the opposite side in order to be able to get the full value out of it. I hope that now that I've spawned the treasure trove out there, like, now there is a specific key that can spawn that wasn't able to before. Certainly not the key to the secret garden. Or this Sledgy hammer. Navigational compass. Alright, I should have counted the things as I was picking them up, but I do think I've got everything. I'm a little more confident now in that showroom idea. Because, like, heirlooms being old related to, like, the treasure trove, possibly, like, you know, that lines up a little bit, I feel. Holy records, yes. Can't ever seem to pass up the ladyship's chamber. I've gotten it twice. What could I do to possibly open Orinda Aris's? I mean, I think I know a lot about Coral Rica now. It's snowy there. There's the yellow chevron is their sigil. I think I might actually be able to finish that one if I need to. Etarisiana. Alright. Feel like something's supposed to be here that I've not gotten. One more classroom to take the final exam. I would love to. Alright. Just had to make sure there wasn't anything there that could kind of push me in the right direction. Or nudge me towards something that I'd been avoiding. I've gone to the... I hope it's not too personal to say that I have gone to the lavatory recently. I had to draft it in another run. Went in there, looked, saw that nothing was interactable at all, and then left. What the hell do I do to open them? Dang. Oh. Thanks for the coin, sucker! I don't have a key card yet, so I am actually kind of blocked right now. I do really need this to be a good open space. Oh boy, you don't really get much more open than the Cloister of Joya, but I wonder if I should be taking the Nook or the Kitchen instead. Kitchen would give me a bunch of food. Food is steps. It takes me in most of the directions the Cloister of Joya does. Literally, it's just one less. +5 for every red room in your house. Not particularly interested in that. I will buy the club sandwich just to keep myself healthy and comfortable. Keep moving on. Garage. Yeah, it'll leave. We're always going to be leaving a dead end in our house here, but I may as well take garage while I have the car keys. silver key, as well as a battery pack. We also picked up 3 keys for coming in here in the first place. Oh, yeah. By the way, I have now realized what the hell I just did. Well, because Courtyard and Foundation are both blocked, so I actually did just, I did just stop this run. Oops. First off, I'm gonna leap atop this one. Oops. My bad. Look, I can try and dig and see if I get a keycard. It's not gonna happen, but I could try it. Oh, if you want impressive pebbles. I was trying to be careful, and I forgot to be careful, and then, everything else happened. I know we're over 20 minutes, by the way. No, that's not, that's not how this is going down. So here's a frustration, right? I can get the treasure trove to spawn outside again, but if I don't know how to interact with it, why would I do that? You know? I could get the attic to spawn outside. That's an incredible space to have spawned outside. It has no gem cost for me because I axed its gem cost. It's just 8 items that I get to pick up. How the hell would I open you? It certainly looks like that's a keyhole. But it's a keyhole specifically shaped like the symbol of Arindia. So I don't really rely on it being a keyhole. Is that something in the room? I'm just gonna be so frustrated if I have to, like, keep respawning this room here in order to get to try, and I still don't know what I'm trying. Gah! I don't think I should respawn it outside right now. I don't think I should. I think I should go get the attic to spawn here. Maybe even the foundation would be interesting. See if that takes us down into the earth. It's not just a time-based puzzle, right? You just have to be patient. You just have to sit here and wait for it to open, and eventually it's just like, oh, okay. You're chill. I'll open for you. No? At least I know that's a thing that we can do. I'm gonna track this now. Open Trove. Monk chests. So that's the blessing of the monk, using it to draft outside. If I recall correctly, I donated 61 coins last time to get the blessing of the monk. So if I need to get it again, I'm just gonna donate 61 and see if I get it. There's no way the thing is like spawn it outside multiple times. Right, there's no way. Right? No, I don't expect that to be an avenue for progression. That seems very unlikely to me. Cozy little shopping set. Don't you dare make fun of me. I'm telling the game. Just to be clear, that's a note for the game exclusively. We also got another star yesterday, courtesy of the Morning Star. Utility closet immediately? If I got laboratory, I'd be able to, or office even, just not security. I'd be able to bypass security. That said, I do have the attic waiting for me outside, and if I go to the attic, it might just have a key card, in which case I don't even need this in the first place. Gosh. I'm gonna take the utility closet, and I'm gonna regret it later. Just setting my sit-stand desk down from stand to sit. Alright. Let's get this attic. I already have Shrine active, so obviously no. Oh, wow. That's not the shrine, right? Behind there? So through this attic we can see... Okay, up and around and about. But here we can see some sort of a statue, a beheaded statue in the distance. I'm so eager. Okay. I'm now going to use the rest of my Blessing of the Monk to try and spawn rooms that do not seem like they are correctly shaped, so that I can see what the rest of the environment it will show me is. Like, for instance, the secret garden. If I spawn the secret garden, it is twice as long as another room. How does it deal with that? Let's grab the coin purse, a shovel, as well as a battery pack, as well as a navigational compass. My gosh, this is one of the most useful attics I've had. Oh, wow! A treasure map. Ooh, a treasure map for the final rank as well. Okay. Wait, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I also picked up 2 keys, 6 and 7. There's also a chest in here, but I don't know if that chest is considered one of the items that has been added here. So I'm going to take a second being a little extra thorough. I will open that chest, of course. 3 more gems come my way. Alright. Yeah, so I think I'll make that actually one of my meta goals here, is spawning the secret garden and then using the Blessing of the Monk to bring the secret garden outside. I've got a really good feeling about that. Oh my god. Ooh. I don't like that the code check is giving me another terminating position here, but Emerald Bracelet, just ignore all gem costs for drafting. As well as a place to check it back in later. Of course, if I just get 3 dead ends going north, I'm screwed. And then this run also ended, like, immediately. That would be very embarrassing. I hope that doesn't happen. Ooh, Den and Commissary and Chapel. All of them opening in multiple directions. I definitely think I still need to maintain as many directions as possible. As much as I would like Commissary. I have too few paths to cut any off. Perfect. I do need this one to go over to the left, and then this to branch out again would be lovely. Ooh, dining room. I will get observatory because it's common now, so I'm just going to get dining room to be able to, again, maintain as many draft directions as I can get. Oh, security? Nook? Chapel? Security. Okay, it's fine. I got the breaker box as well, so sure. Interesting. Furnace. You're more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. I don't dislike having furnace, but also I certainly don't need it. Give me the hallway closet. Some additional items. Yeah. I will absolutely take an ivory die and a lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. I definitely... Oh, before I did that, though, I should have set up my... not the keycard system, though I do need to set this up. Offline mode leaves them unlocked. Perfect. Now I need to log into the lab so I can set up my experiment. I'm ideally looking for any of the ones that have meta progression, but most especially removing crates from the tunnel, because I don't know what that does, but it's definitely meta progression. It wouldn't be valuable in any sort of way if it wasn't. So remote terminal access, view, laboratory. Experiment setup. Each time you eat an apple, or for each room with a fireplace you draft, or each time you view your map, lose 10 steps and then. That's really interesting. So the most repeatable of these is definitely each time you view your map, lose 10 steps and then. I could just remove 5 crates from the tunnel right now. Or I could try and get as much food as I'm capable of eating and then just remove as many crates from the tunnel as I can. Each time you eat an apple is difficult because there are some circumstances, like if I get the secret garden in a late slot and I spread a bunch of apples around the entire house, maybe that's the most efficient way to do it. If the shop is, sorry, if not the shop doesn't sell apples, but if the kitchen was selling apples, this would just be 5 immediately. For each room with a fireplace you draft, by pure estimation, I think there's like 7 to 10 fireplaces total. I think I've already drafted a couple of them. Oh, I don't want to take apple because it's the least reliable. Each time you view your map, lose 10 steps, then. I've already gotten drafting room in the other corner, right? For each room with a fireplace you draft. You know what? I think I'll do that. Remove a crate from the tunnel, thank you. So, the fireplaces that we have are in den, dining room, and funeral parlor, unfortunately. However, in total, we have a fireplace in... Oh boy. It's room 8. Oh, this is this is actually quite annoying. Trophy room? Whoops. That's 1. Oh my gosh, the office doesn't even have 1. Drawing room 2. I hope the sauna counts, but it's not going to. Dining room? But we already have that. Don't we? I could also try and spawn room 46 outside the house. That's important, maybe. Boudoir? Do you have a no fireplace there. Good lord. There's actually significantly fewer fireplaces than I thought. Yep. Yeah, this is this is actually quite galling. Oh well. Yeah, significantly fewer than I thought. Well. I'll take them when they come up. I can't just change my thing, right? Like, if I logged into the network, you would not even let me log back into the terminal, right? Remote terminal access, view terminals. Yeah. I've connected to the laboratory before. Okay, so it lets me reconnect. Pause experiment. Okay, so you can pause an experiment. You cannot change parameters at this time. I'm gonna resume the experiment. Dang. Oh well. Dining room and den. Why? Dining room, den, and funeral parlor. I mean, courtyard, I guess. Sure. I'll take the sledgehammer. Does chapel count as having a fireplace? I imagine not. Commissary. Bananas. Okay, so it could have sold apples, maybe. Sets of gems and keys are on sale here. I'll take a second key, but I'm honestly not gonna spend any more until I come back to that room. Couldn't convince you that's a fireplace up there, buddy? Absolutely observatory. I have been extremely eager to get this for a while. There's the new constellation. The Inkwell. You may spend stars to draw new floor plans. Interesting. If I'm absolutely desperate, I might do that. Showroom, luxury items for sale. Sure. New item. Moon pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the moon pendant, you will start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. There's also the ornate compass. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. The chronograph and the silver spoon, which we've seen before. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. That's pretty cool. I think I do just take moon pendant, but I don't... Do I take it just immediately? I think so. So, is there perhaps a key that is sold in this room that, you know, I mean, there's a key being shown right there. I don't know, maybe. Maybe we can buy that key. And we just need to, what? Exhaust enough of the showroom? So how do we exhaust the showroom? By spawning it after we have multiple items from it, but how do I get multiple items from it? I can only code check one. Having the moon pendant to be able to take some of them. Curious. Storm's bedroom, secret passage. Kind of want to go secret passage into a green room. Because the green rooms have a lot of entrances and exits often, and also a lot of gem requirement that I don't need to fulfill. Cloister of Joya. Permanently add another 5 to the main course for each kitchen, pantry, or furnace you draft adjacent to this. I've already drafted a... No, none of those. Perfect. I'm going to go in here, and I will aggressively reroll until I have what I need. Which is to say, 10 more steps on my meal. Nook, garage, and patio. Ooh. Vault, laboratory, and planetarium. I think I do want vault. Yeah. It's a hell of a lot of money. I have a showroom directly behind me that I can just purchase another benefit from. It's also giving me additional gems, but also I do need to be able to come back here with a yet another safe deposit key. Pantry. 100%. Main course has been permanently upgraded. Then we've also got other 2 adjacencies out of the foundation here. Clock tower would be an interesting room to try and spawn outside. How would it fit? It's too tall. All right. I'll take clock tower. Also, I don't think I've gotten here fast enough, but again, I am compelled to come up here and check. Also, sometimes there's items up here. Oh, like this time, where there's 2 coins for us. All right. You continue to stump me. Oh, drawing room. That's a I mean, it keeps the planet spinning. A crate has been removed from the tunnel. Hell yeah. Definitely worth picking up the additional gem here while I'm here. 1504. Oh, that's cool. It's a dove coat, and it is in the correct direction as well. I don't even need to use my redraw here. I kind of want to. But Dovecoat leads in the only direction that I really care about right now. Why would I spurn? Oh, West Wing Hall perfectly leads into the corners. Ideal. Office, library, and pool hall. Pool Hall gives us a second copy of Foyer, Great Hall, and Secret Passage. I think Great Hall does have a fireplace in it somewhere. Office would spread out some money across the map. Not a huge amount, admittedly. It would have a gem in there, obviously. Not having a fireplace is a real killer for a lot of these. I do kind of want to be redrawing a little bit, though. But I want to save that for later in the run. I'm going to take the office. Come on, while it's coming up. Oh, 3. Oh, 3. Enter. Got it. I just like collecting that one through the safe door. Okay, and here... Kitchen? Gosh, the amount of food that I would have had access to, I wouldn't have been able to look at the map. That's the real problem. I wouldn't have been able to look at my map, but I could have had showroom, get the silver spoon, kitchen, and a dining room, and then just... Oh, I could have removed so many crates. I'm so sad about it. All right, whatever. It didn't happen. I wanted it. It's fine. It's fine, because you can tell how fine I think it is because of how I sound. Bacon and eggies? I think the morning room might actually have a... might actually have in it a fireplace. So giving ourselves the ability to draft that room, good. I don't think I'm coming back to the Dovecote, so I will dig these. Also, I tend to care about digging a lot more when I'm like... when I haven't gotten my experiment up and running. Because as soon as I have my experiment up and running, I know whether or not that digging additionally matters. Of course, there's also waiting for a workshop to be able to upgrade the shovel, which I might do, but even if I did, I don't think I'm going all the way back down to the Dovecote. I also want to draft out the rest from that chapel. So I'm going to use this opportunity of heading back to purchase things to do so. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. It's pretty good. When you rewind... when drafting, you may rewind time after drawing a new floor plan. And then the silver spoon as well. I'm going to take the chronograph. I'll come back for the ornate compass. Freeze your accounts, absolutely not. I think I will redraw here. Passageway would take me directly into the corner, but I would like something that has a benefit as well as takes me there. So I can rewind back to the first one. It does not give back the star. That's what I was considering as well. Okay, I'll take the passageway now. Now I know how that works. I'm quite tempted now to take the treasure trove in the run to see whether or not it's like, oh, you found us. Here's the key. I wouldn't be surprised. Trunk is locked. I wish I had a key for you, buddy. I wish I did. Oh, those do exist, just a couple rooms back as well. Okay. Let me get that ornate compass and the silver spoon. Trophy of wealth? Hello? In recognition of your affluence. I need 40 more to get it. I will do that. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the easiest way to try and fulfill that is probably sledgehammer, the treasure map is what I meant to say. I want to go back to the commissary now and get a bunch of keys, but I also don't want to do that now as well. I'm going to do it. I don't know if I am going to be able to get the Trophy of Wealth during this run. It's fine if I can't. It truly is. Don't worry. We will all live. Yeah, I'll take both of the keys that you have for sale. And your set of gems. I want to buy out your bananas as well. Yeah. Don't need to go back to kitchen. Oh my god. I did need to go back to the treasure trove. It's fine. Look, I'll check it. My hope is that now that I've spawned the treasure trove outside of the house, now when I open the chest inside the house, it's like, here's the key. Fen Ares borders a poetic realm. Says a blue chest with a crescent upon it. Not exactly what I... Fine. Oh. There's also a pair of chests in the main hall. Whoops. Totally been missing that constantly as well. I only have one valid exit as well at this point, so really gotta get a good one out of that. Thankfully, I have the ability to re-roll basically as much as I could possibly like, which is quite useful, as it turns out. Library pointing in the right direction. A foyer with no requirements. Sure. Now they're always unlocked. Archives. You'll no longer be able to see all three of your potential floor plans. How dare you? I will take the opportunity here to redraw. Oh boy, all of these are not that good. Okay, I am going to rewind, and we'll be taking the classroom now, because the classroom does have at least an apple in it, some additional movement. That's nice. No other items have spawned, but I will be able to re-roll for free coming out of here. Vestibule, that said, is probably the best thing I would be able to hit. It opens in all the directions that I care about, and courtesy of the foyer, it is also permanently unlocked in all directions. Another gift shop, patio. I mean, I can rotate these in order to get them to go both up and down. Mount Holly gift shop, I don't think has a fireplace. I don't think the patio would count as a fireplace, as much as I would love to make the argument that it should. Boiler room, pointing in the right directions, but again, I really don't think that counts as a fireplace, despite the fact that I really would like it to. I can rotate that boiler room as well. Dang, okay, there's no orientation to get the boiler room placed how I want it, which is facing upwards and outwards at the same time. Probably more impactful for it to face outwards, though, so I'll rotate it and then draft it there. Pool. Yeah, pool opens in the correct directions as well. Also, I think that might be pretty close to where my treasure map is pointing. Yes, it is indeed. So I'll head up through the pool. dinner time. Casino. Games of chance. It leads into the corner. I don't want to go to the casino, really, but I can. First off, give me the money. And then give me the digging. One of Mount Holly's lost coffin. Oh, 8 gems. That's no money. I needed money, not gems. Damn. I've got a coin purse, so I earn more money in response. And I got the lucky rabbits for a greater chance of finding items. If I really wanted to, I could find a workshop. I could join the two of those together, and then every amount of money I get is doubled. So I could try and just come here to the casino and literally just continue playing like low risk slots until I just double my money. I'm not super interested in doing that, despite the fact that I just told you about it. And it seemed like a plan I was lining myself up to do. I'd really prefer not to, though, so, you know. Have we considered the whole prefers not to situation? None of those are purchasable. No more ones have shown up. Oh boy. I'm gonna get bricked by keys. Well, look, I still have the ability to go dig. And digging often returns a key. Weight room opens in all the directions I care about right now. Oh, let me rotate gymnasium to see if it can do that. Nope. Oh no, gymnasium can. Okay, we're all good. I literally turned security up and then I never turned the utility closet off. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to access this. Yeah, how the hell did I not encounter this before? Yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, it's about time that someone kind of tells me to get on my bike. I'm gonna go dig downstairs. See what's happening with this little pile of dirt over here. It's a single dirty coin. Enter classroom to foyer to the Cloister of Joya, where I will dig, also looking for keys still. If I really need to just go and gamble by the end of a run in order to actually... Oh, perfect. In order to actually complete the showroom, I will. I just really don't want to have to do that. That sounds actually quite annoying, so I'm hoping it's not compulsory in our future. I want to go back to the entrance hall for 2 reasons. Oh, down this way is my nearest. And in fact takes me past 2 more digging spots. An unremarkable rock. An old, rusty nail. Well, hang on. 3rd digging spot available. That one's a few old coins. I don't need more gems, so I will solve the funeral parlor before... Actually, I'll solve it now. I really don't need the gems from it. But I do want to solve 40 of these. Gems are in this box. The gems are in a box next to this box. the gems are in the blue box. Okay, so if the blue box is true, then it says the gems are in this box. The black box also says the gems are in that box, and the white box says the gems might be in that box. So all of them are true. Can't all be true, right? So this has to be false. Which also means this has to be false. The gems are in the blue box. They are both making the exact same claim. So both of those are falsified at the exact same time, meaning this one is true. The gems are in a box next to this box. Knowing they're not in that box, they're not in the blue box, they are, however, in the black one. Wait, no, this doesn't continue through. Oh, there we go. Yeah. This is heading. Got it. There's dinner as well. I get double that too. Some ivory dye, a little bit more money. More ivory dye and a little bit more money. Turn on the garage, off the dark room, off the gymnasium, and certainly off the keycards. I really wanted there to be more fireplaces. Why did I have to have already drafted all of the fireplaces? Where? Etc. Cry. I also, the ballpark estimated significantly more of them in the game than there actually are. Right, I did just walk away from the food that I needed to eat. 1, 2. I'll be fine. Throne room. I can't believe there's no fireplace in the throne room. How dare you? Locksmith, planetarium, and laboratory. Yeah, not especially great. I'll reroll. Solarium, indoor nursery, and maid's chamber. Again, I'm not super enthusiastic about those. I will reroll again. Locker room spreads keys throughout the house. Certainly help a little bit without keylessness. Okay. There we go. Grabbed a sanctum key. I also do want to spawn room 46 outside as well, but I think the clock tower might be a much more compelling one right now. Good thing I just picked up a key. Sauna, servant corners, and ballroom. I'll take the sauna. I don't think it will count as a fireplace. Oh, broken lever. Hell yeah. Okay, yeah, I was correct. It does not count as a fireplace. It shouldn't have counted as a fireplace, by the way. It is correct that this is how that went. I am just also sad about it. Mailroom. I think so. Ooh. Oh, a keycard. As well as a chest to break. Giving us a lockpicking kit. That's actually really useful as well. Alright, I'm gonna go back and eat my meal now. I could have and should have done this ages ago. But I truly don't believe, especially with them all being doubled from the silver spoon, I don't believe it's really gonna make a difference. Diggy diggy. A few old coins. And there we go, the ordinary key. Happy to see it. Country stew pie. 35 steps plus an additional 10 if we have the boiler room. We do have the boiler room, so it's 45, plus an additional 45 for the silver spoon, getting us to 90. We can see why I wasn't concerned. That said, also, I do have a muscle memory of checking my map, so as much as I could have removed 5 fireplaces, I also would have then ended my run. Like, 100%, that's exactly what... I would have ended up bricking the run that way. That said, I would have removed more crates, and that is the thing that I am specifically interested in doing right now, so would that have been more impactful? I don't know. I can't tell you. Stop asking me all these big questions. Ooh, okay. Let's try out lockpick luck. Sick. Master bedroom. Additional step for each room in your house. I don't think the master bedroom does have a fireplace. However, I do think it's the most likely room that I don't know to have a fireplace to still have a fireplace. Now, being in this room, I can tell you the answer is no, it does not. Damn. Simon, I never intended to finish writing this letter, but by now you must know that... You know, it wouldn't be entirely out of place if maybe the key were in here. Oh, big old swimbird plushie. Well, I can't see anything out of the ordinary, and certainly no fireplaces. Drafting studio doesn't really have a fireplace. I do kind of want to know what the drafting studio does when I draw it, but I don't have anything for it. That said, I also have another draft out the casino, so I could use a reroll. I could call it a day in the planetarium, but I'm not going to be doing that, so... I'll use my ivory die reroll here. Veranda and morning room. Unfortunately, morning room doesn't look like it actually has a fireplace in there. But it's morning room. I'll get to take 2 gems into tomorrow. Yeah, I want to draft out the entire rest of the house before I go through that casino. Because, again, I am very much hoping that I do not have to use the casino in the intended fashion. Okay, it won't even let me try and lockpick these ones. How dare you? Armory? But I can point the armory in the right direction. I'm going to rotate it. I don't know if it will count as having a fireplace. Yes. Thank you. I'll be honest, I don't really think I need to purchase any of these. I think I need to focus on other money first. Conservatory. I could also do freezer. Freeze 31 gems and 62 coins for tomorrow. When I go to coat check, I probably coat check the emerald bracelet again. We have the moon pendant possibly keeping some really good items for us. It's another key for tomorrow as well. Another tomorrow room has been drafted from this. Yeah. The real downside of this is I wouldn't be able to purchase the Trophy of Wealth. That said, I do believe I'm going to have other runs where the showroom turns up and I have a stupid amount of money. I don't need to do that right now. No, I can't purchase it. I should have purchased it before I spawned it, but I wasn't obviously capable of doing that. Alright. 2 adjacencies out of the pool room to draft, and then we are set to go and end our day in the clock tower. I'm so keen to see what that's gonna do. I think I take Rumpus Room. You got a lot of coins in here, unfortunately, that I'm not going to be able to collect. Oh, you are goddamn kidding me. Of course, he needs a coin. Well, don't I feel silly? Now I need to Thor. Boudoir. No fireplace in there. Locksmith, no fireplace in there. Laboratoire, no fireplace in there. I'm gonna re-roll until I either get a fireplace or... damn it. You immediately gave me conservatory. Something that gives us a permanent benefit. I kind of want to redraw. But I shouldn't. Old worthless tin is... Oh! Throne room. So throne room's actually not that great. Like, it's shaped reasonably well. Its draft cost is absurdly high. I'm gonna make it unusual rather than rare, though. Utility closet. I actually don't like using the utility closet as a primary kind of thing. Storeroom. It's got good value, but I don't like dead ends that early, so I will make you standard as well. All right. All right. It's on. I got to head down to the sanctum. Pop in the sanctum key that I have. I've got to check the coat check. Or check my item in the coat check, rather. And then I've got to end my day in the clock tower. I'm so keen to see the clock tower. Because you can look out through the clock tower as well. So I think it will give me a lot of vision of the shrine statue thing that we saw. That said, the statue that we saw from the attic is not the same as the one that we saw in the shrine. That's just another statue that I've seen near that area, not the same. Also, do I maybe know enough about Coral Rica to complete this? About to find out. Okay, so Iraja, Fen Ares, and Arindia are all open. This is Arc Ares, which I do know to be stormy, mountainous. I know I think it's purple is your color. Don't know too much about the rest of it. Kororika, Morajai is definitely over the water, 100%. I know a decent amount of things about Morajai, not everything though. I think let's do Kororika. And then working from the inside out, what do I know? I might not know enough to solve this one, to be fair. Pulling up my page. 1 second. There we are. Your name is Kororika. It's snowy in Kororika. I imagine there's probably rough trails as well. Sorry for the break there. Alright. So I pulled up my picture of the ore sphere from the 3rd era. So this is showing Kororika in the 4th classroom. It shows the size of Kororika. Doesn't really give me much to understand about the method of transportation, though. Nor about the culture, necessarily. Agriculture. Well, it's probably not going to be agriculture. It's not going to be metropolitan. It's not going to be poetic. I mean, it's currently set at tribal. Maybe it is tribal. The weather outside is frightful. There we go. That represents snow. And then the number of snow represents the method of transportation. We've seen the complete realm and rune as well. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, a desert domain that may have employed camels to cross the sandy expanses of their land? I know that you are snowy. I know you are wildly snowy and big mountains. Aviation dirigible makes a lot of sense, perhaps. Which will be only above the horizon. That would have been horseback, this one. This one would be train system locomotion. Okay. And then the final thing would be the color. And I do have this. I could have sworn I had this written down somewhere. Oh, yeah. I've got 2 pages with scattered information about this. Okay, yes, so my color for Kororika is orange. And orange is triangles. Alright, that's my guess. I mean, it is snowy. I definitely believe it's snowy, so I'm still gonna go back to that. It's just maybe it's not aviation. Maybe it is... I don't think it's gonna be camels. Yeah, I keep forgetting which one actually toggles the thing that I want it to do, so I keep toggling the weather from snowy back to snowy. Because it is, believe me, it's snowy. Turtleback? I don't think turtleback is the response. 8 directions, naval capabilities. I mean, it does make sense. They are, like, all of them are islands. Some size of island, at least. I could also just be wrong about their culture being tribal. That is a little bit of a guess as well. I think tribal or industry both make a lot of sense to me. Other than that, I'm not just gonna, like, keep testing and guessing things. So there's industry. And then, oh my god, I keep changing the weather when I don't need to change the weather. Please. Thank you. Okay. That'll be horseback. I do believe dirigibles might even be the one that I'm looking for. Not necessarily dirigibles. What about the long trail? Oh, hang on, it's not long trail, of course, because I still have to swap this back to orange. Definitely not turtleback. I don't believe it's turtleback. Naval capabilities makes the most sense. Okay, this is gonna be the last one I test. Other than this, I just need more information about Coral Rica before I do this. Damn. All good. I'm okay waiting. Oh yeah, I already opened that with the throne room. I gotta make sure, yes, I've got to go to the coat check as well, check my emerald bracelet, and then, and only then, may I call it a day. Of course, I can exit from here to get to there. I certainly don't need to go back up into the building. Only got to remove one chest. I'm gonna go check on the progress, because it's this tunnel that's got the crates in. How many will I need to remove? Let's assume that it is all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. 34 at the very least. All right. I actually feel a lot better about that because it means it is a much longer term goal and I wasn't just going to be able to knock it out of the park in this run. Phew. Bonjour, ding ding ding. I would like to check my emerald bracelet, please. The moon pendant is still going to allow me to keep some stuff until tomorrow. Oh, I can access that from here. Good. And I mean, look, I will go back up to the top before calling it a day. So we have a huge amount of frozen assets for tomorrow. We're going to spawn the clock tower outside. We've also got 6 keys, as well as the stupid amount of money and gems for the day after this. This is great. The Garden Castle of Tomorrow. I'm gonna hit save and quit and very hastily make my way towards the top of the next episode so that I can figure out what that does. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. Top left is a series playlist for all my content of the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Stream past the names of the people who generally supporting public on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. Add above the thank you, and a special thanks to this episode to Moms. Hopefully you'll have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.